When the projects are many, how can you keep track of them all so you avoid having tasks drop in your lap at the last minute? I'm David Stiernholm, and in this week's episode of Done, I share a good habit to adopt. But first, are you tired of constantly having to relearn tasks at work? Let me show you in a quick post on the Structure blog how to save time and create simple, practical solutions with one-point lessons. You'll find a link to it in the show notes. One of my personal structure training clients is involved in about 30 projects of varying sizes at the organization where she works. They are not projects she runs herself, but ones where she gets pulled in from time to time. Usually, the person leading the project contacts her and asks her to do something. She could, of course, just lean back and wait for an order, but she likes to plan ahead and, above all, to have control over her time. It has happened more than once that project managers have emailed her at the last minute, asking her to arrange something that ideally should have been finished yesterday. That overturns her planning and makes the workday far too stressful. Over time, it has become clear to her that she is right to take the initiative herself, but it would be overwhelming to keep track of all the projects and have them constantly in view while she's trying to get work done. So she has created a routine to regularly draw out what she will need to do next in the different projects with better advance notice, instead of having urgent tasks drop in her lap when it suits her least. You can do the same. Do this. First, make sure you have an overview of all the projects you are currently involved in. If you don't have one, create one. Or remind yourself where you can see all the projects, that is, in which systems. What I call projects here may, in your case, be cases, clients, teams, or something else. You know best, of course. Depending on how quickly things move in your organization, decide how often it makes sense to check what there is for you to do in the different projects. My client chose to do it once a week. When it's time, review the overview of all the projects and ask yourself what the next thing is that you need to do in each project. If nothing is clearly defined and the project is active, ask the person leading the project what they think you should do next in the project, if anything. That way you can find out about tasks with better advance notice than if the project manager suddenly appears with something that has become urgent. It may be that they have it in the back of their mind and assume that you will soon carry out a certain step in the project, but that they currently have so much going on that the thought of giving you a little advance warning never occurs to them. Because if you decide when you will review all the projects you are involved in, you don't have to carry them around in your mind all the time. In between, you can let them go mentally and instead focus wholeheartedly on the task at hand. You will be less scattered and will find it easier to concentrate. And if you draw out tasks instead of waiting for them to drop down on you, you gain better foresight. You simply have more control over your time. Do you recognize yourself in my client's situation? How do you keep track of a large number of projects without something you need to do being missed until the last second? Write to me at david@stiernholm.com and tell me. I constantly see how other people have created order and overview in their own way, and it enriches me greatly. I'm curious about how you have done it. Thank you for today, and see you again next week.